Hi and welcome to our Friday TNT, which means tomorrow is our live Saturday program. Now tomorrow it's going to be at 8:30 Thai time instead of 9 o'clock, so we'll spend an hour together talking about anything that's on your mind. I think we might make it a free-for-all program unless something big comes up in the next 24 hours. That's tomorrow, a live program, 8:30 Thai time on this channel. We look forward to seeing what you've got to talk about. Also, thank you to Dan for these 3 books. We like getting donations of books. They go into all the beach houses, which are getting populated with lots of really good books. So thank you to all the people that give us some books. Golden Guide to Yangon, not in Thailand, but very close. This one, A Dive Guide to Thailand. And this little treasure, which is Thai Vignettes, written by Mr. Steve Ross. So, and not only that, it's been, somewhere in here, hand-signed by Mr. Ross himself. So there you go. Thank you very much, Dan, for those. Now, we have had a bit of a theme this week of foreigners behaving badly and stories about the scam centres. We've got a little bit more about both of those. This one is, well, a bit of a new take on the old foreigners behaving badly theme. From Cowsod English, Israeli tourists caused disturbance at Pai Hospital, face deportation. Now, Pai is a little town about 3 hours northwest of Chiang Mai, right up in sort of the far north of Thailand. Got a bit of a bohemian, alternative, hippie vibe about it, but looks like some doctors there have been disgruntled by the behaviour of some tourists. 4 Israeli tourists were arrested and fined after causing disturbances at Pai Hospital, and this is up in the Mae Hong Son province. The incident gained attention after a doctor posted about recurring harassment on the Aggressive Doctor Facebook page. He said these tourists regularly smoke on hospital property, steal items, have damaged our emergency room doors. They have set up unauthorised driving schools despite having no licences, leading to frequent accidents. When they do come for treatment, they often refuse basic medical procedures like blood tests and wound care, making it extremely difficult for our staff to help them. And down the bottom there, the post garnered significant public support, many readers sharing similar experiences. And the tourists were identified as Daniel, Aviv, Or and Dan. Each were fined 3,000 baht for harassment and causing public disturbance. And immigration police ordered the revocation of their permits and deportation. And the case highlights ongoing tensions between some foreign tourists and local healthcare workers in Pai. Pai, a sleepy little provincial town, well, certainly getting a lot of tourists at the moment, but it does look like it's getting a bit of a reputation for unruly tourists, so we'll keep an eye on that story. A bit more from the Thai Examiner. Their headline, 4 Israelis given the boot from Thailand after bullying antics at the local hospital in Pai. And a quote from a doctor, I've already sent a complaint to the district office, but the district office told me not to destroy tourism. Who else can I complain to? I'm so tired of talking to Israeli patients. I feel my life is not safe. If I meet them outside, I'm afraid they'll attack me. In the end, I'll have to resign. As we swing from the travails of the town of Pai to border areas, you'd be aware that they've been cutting off the power and telecommunications to some of these scam cities just across the border in Myanmar. But we bring in the law of unintended consequences, and police are already onto that. Cowsod English reporting Thai police brace for scammer migration to Cambodian border after Myanmar crackdown. Following the National Security Council's order to cut power in the area, these operations may shift to the Cambodian border. And it says they're intercepting equipment movement, implementing stricter screening of foreigners travelling to and from Cambodia, enhancing background checks and travel history verification, gathering intelligence through security agencies, and coordinating between immigration police and tourist police. So getting into and out of Thailand, just getting a little bit more difficult each time, and I expect this to continue. We're still awaiting the introduction of this proposed ETA, the Electronic Travel Authority, and this new digital version of the old TM6, both which will have to be filled out online before you come to Thailand. Both haven't been introduced yet, but are going to be happening well soon. The new digital version of the TM6 on May the 1st. But to the other scams, and this is an interesting story and another twist on an old scam. We go to the Bangkok Post. Police bust insult to injury scam bosses. What's the insult to injury scam? Let's find out. Basically, the perpetrators convinced victims that their money had already been stolen, but it could be recovered if they shared their financial details. Two Chinese men, a 29-year-old and a 30-year-old, arrested. More about that particular scuffle later. And officers also seized more than 400,000 baht in cash, 4 million baht worth of luxury items, Mercedes-Benz, 5 mobile phones. Investigators found information on the call centre scams saved in the phones. So just another variation of a scam we need to be aware of. Let's see how it worked. The investigation showed the gang creating Facebook pages for the Royal Thai Police, various police divisions and the Anti-Money Laundering Office. It then bought followers, yes you can do that, to build credibility for the sites, and then bought ads on social media promising to be able to track confiscated sites. The victims were then directed to a Line group, Line, a popular messaging app here in Thailand. They were put in touch with suspects claiming to be lawyers and technology experts. And the story also covered in Thai.news. Here's the headline, Daring Chatuchak Police Op. And they generated this AI art, all very well, except for this, well, looks pretty much like the Petronas Tower in Malaysia, certainly not Thailand. But let's check on the scuffle and door smashed, phones clutched. Thai police arrest Chinese scam bosses. And they're described as two Chinese kingpins who wrestled with police over phones in a desperate bid to delete evidence, and 15 million baht in assets seized. And in a dramatic pre-dawn operation, Thai police stormed a luxury Bangkok villa to capture two Chinese nationals accused of running a sophisticated cross-border scam operation. And police were forced to break down the door only to find a man called Yi frantically attempting to delete data from his device. And police say these are not low-level operators. The evidence in their phones revealed they're big bosses controlling multiple call centres and money laundering operations in neighbouring countries. So a lot of resources now being directed towards these scam centres and the scammers who are within Thailand. We're getting headlines like this in international media. And in the middle there, CNN, power cut to site of global billion-dollar scam industry, but will it halt the swindling? From Benar News, Thailand cuts power to Myanmar scam centres in anti-crime push. Associated Press, Thailand cuts power supplies to Myanmar border towns. And from Nikkei Asia, Thailand orders power to be cut in Myanmar scam centres before PM's China trip. More about that later. Chinese media, Xinhua, Thailand to cut power, fuel supply, internet at Thai-Myanmar border to combat scams. The South China Morning Post, Thailand shuts down power to Myanmar's scam hub. PM Paetongtarn vows firm action. So this story getting all the international attention will really keep the accelerator down on trying to crack down on the scam centres as best they can from, well, at least this side of the border. And a big thank you to 5-Star Marine at 5starmarinephuket.com. We did a story about one of their tours a few weeks ago, the bioluminescence tour. I'll put a link in the description of this video, but I know there are a few spots starting to open up. They've had a very busy couple of months, completely fully booked, such that I haven't been able to get out and do another story with 5-Star Marine, but hopefully that's happening in the next few weeks. Let's go to airports and the issue of smoking at airports. Airports of Thailand's proposal to provide smoking rooms at Suvarnabhumi raises concerns. And the Thai Institute of Health Promotion is expressing concern over the proposal of the AOT to arrange rooms for smoking at Suvarnabhumi Airport, warning that it could affect public health and Thailand's image. Heaven forbid we don't want to affect Thailand's image. And they say the move would also violate laws prohibiting smoking rooms in all domestic and international airports in Thailand. And the AOT proposal will be deliberated on the Tobacco Products Control Committee when it meets this Friday. And a quote from them, this move could prevent Don Mueang and Suvarnabhumi airports from meeting international standards or evaluations, especially in terms of health. And in 2018, Thailand eliminated smoking rooms within airports, both domestic and international. Interested to know what you think about that. It doesn't really bother me if smokers have got a room, as long as it's not ventilated into the airport, or just give them a veranda they can go and smoke on. Doesn't particularly bother me, but interested to hear what you think. Meantime, the PM Paetongtarn is in China. We mentioned that a little bit earlier. Let's see what's going on. And Thai PM Paetongtarn Shinawat met with Chinese President Xi Jinping at the East Hall in the Great Hall of the People in Beijing. And both sides then held bilateral talks. Would be very interesting being a fly on the wall in that particular meeting. I'm pretty sure one of the topics would be the scam cities on the borders around Thailand and what the two countries might be able to do about it in the future. But with that, we look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's live program, 8:30 a.m. start time instead of 9. So I'm not particularly sure what we'll be talking about, but I'll figure it out in the next 24 hours and we'll see you then.